Hello and welcome. This is a World of Tanks review. So the first things we'll be talking about in this game is the features. So the game is completely free to play, but you can buy things like get gold, and you'll be able to buy certain tanks that are elite tanks, and that you can transfer the XP from them to normal tanks. It's a little bit weird to explain, but the game is free, but there is things that you have to pay for if you want to get them. But you can live without them. It doesn't make it extremely unbalanced. And if you do pay for the official version, you have to, buy premium, and you can get it for a month. That's 2,500 gold. Now, if you go to buy gold, I believe about 6,000 to 7,000 coins is around $30. So it's pretty much about $15 a month if you want to try to get premium, and you do get 50% extra experience and credits. But besides that, the game is free to play. The graphics are great. As you can see, this isn't max graphics. I'm running window mode right now, and I'll explain why here in a second. But anti-aliasing, they have that, but mine's off. Texture quality is on high, so I could put it on a lot better graphics. It could look amazing. And the overlay is completely broken since the new patches and everything, which means that's why I'm not running it in full screen to video record this. It doesn't work. So if you ever use TeamSpeak, Mumble, or things like that, the overlay will not work, so you will not see people talking or anything like that. And that is the bad thing, that they don't support DirectX 11, and this game is DirectX 11, but I've heard it does run in Windows XP, since you're not running on DirectX 11. So overlay does not work in Windows 7 or anything. And another thing, this is only online, completely online. There's no campaign or anything, so you're pretty much forced to play PvP. And the PvP is a 15 versus 15 random tanks that you take, but they're all in the same kind of level and tier. And the requirements and size of this game now. So they say on their website the minimum requirements is a 2.2 gigahertz single core, 1.5 gig of RAM, GeForce 6800 GT, ATI X800, and 9 gig of RAM free space and 256 kilobit internet. But we can go ahead and say that you will run extremely bad on lowest graphics with that. So I would suggest trying to get like a dual core to run this game. And I would go with at least 2 gig of RAM, but probably more is better now that a lot of newer games, and even some games like GTA 4, which came out in 2008, requires you to really have 3 gig of RAM or you're going to have some serious problems. So I would suggest at least 2 gig of RAM, but you can run without that probably. And as far as the video card, I have about a probably $30 video card now. It's the GT 430, and well, I run on them graphics. It seems to run okay, just fine to run around 30 FPS, but since I'm going to be videoing, it's probably going to drop to probably about 15 or 20. I wouldn't doubt that. And they say this game is 9 gig, but I looked at how much this is actually in my folder. It is 17.7 gig. Now, I don't know if I have like 2 installed somehow, or if that's really the size. That is pretty insane. But yeah. And as far as internet, you can try, I suppose, if you have a slow internet, but I run on a 2 megabit internet, so mine's decent, but of course a lot crappier than a lot of internets nowadays. Well, before we play, we're going to check out a few things about the actual tanks now. So I am playing the German tanks and a few of the Russian tanks. You have different tanks that you can choose here in the tech tree. You'll start out with what's called a tier 1 tank, and you get to choose any country you want. The very first tank will be either given to you or completely free to get. So I go into the Nazi tanks, and I already played some of the tier 1 and tier 2. I played the L Tractor until I got enough XP to play it and upgrade all this stuff, and eventually upgrade to the tier 2 tank, which requires a certain amount of experience that you get from doing battles. You get XP if you lose, but you get a lot more if you win. You get like maybe 2 times more, and if you actually get kills or do damage and help out, you'll get even more XP. So Not sure why I didn't buy that, but there we go, bought that. So, I am currently playing the PZ-38T tank. It's a tier 3 tank, and I have a lot of experience on it so far. And eventually, I have upgraded everything, and once I get enough experience and played enough battles, I will reach this 3,800 mark, and I'll be able to unlock the next tier 4 tank. And I have a very few things upgraded that was previously upgraded from this tank. But that's the tank I will be playing, so... And before we do, I'll show you the surface record. They have a little stats thing, so you can see the overall battles you've won, victories, you're destroyed, how many you've killed. So the max tanks I've destroyed is 4 in a battle. And let's see. My hit ratio is pretty bad, so I don't always hit. And they have all that. So it looks like my best tank is really the PZ-38T. I did horrible in the 35T. I have 22% victories, so really bad. But we will go ahead and play. So I'm going to select this tank and battle. Alright. So while this is loading and about to start, you can do certain groups and invites. This is great. There's little clans, as you can see. There's people with little clan names in the brackets and everything. That means they're in a clan, so you could play with clan members, get on like TeamSpeak and group up with them like a little platoon. You could do a whole clan match. You could do 15 versus 15 if you wanted to. But currently I am playing alone, but sometimes I do play with a few people on here, and it's quite fun. So this would be a great game to game up with some people and everything. Alright, so now I'm not the best at this game, so so this put me in a match with tier 3 and tier 2 tanks. Let me make sure my volume is down. A little bit lower. Alright, so this put me in a match with tier 3 and tier 2 tanks, but I have actually been put in with tier 5 tanks before. It's kind of random, but it always makes it balanced on each team or whatever. So we'll see how I do. So I'm currently lagging a little bit because somebody is obviously doing something, downloading possibly, which could be really bad. Oh, a little bit better. Alright, so that is a blocker. I knew that. I'm not a noob. Maybe a little bit. Alright. So this is third person or kind of first person. I like to stick with third person, but if I want to try to shoot somebody, I usually go into first person mode, and you can actually zoom in to get a good shot at somebody. A lot. Okay. So let's move in. And there's no specific team tank. Everyone has just a bunch of random tanks from any country, and they're all just teamed up. But you have a bunch of different type of tanks. You can see this guy's I believe a light tank, but hey, I don't know exactly. But there's light tank, medium tank, heavy tank, artillery tank, and then like SPG, which I think is like the actual artillery tank. Sorry, then there's a tank destroyer. So let's see if I can try to get a hit on this guy here. Oh, he's dead. Got a T-1E6 over there. Oh, come on, pop out. Sometimes it becomes a waiting game, but it's usually pretty intense. And there's somebody right beside me. Okay, there he is. Let's see. You don't want to run in too much, otherwise you'll just get blown up and die. Let's see if I can try to get a shot at this guy. Pop his head out. This guy's about to blow up. And he blew up. Let's move in some. Ooh, I think this is too dangerous. I'm gonna back up. Well, I was gonna try to get a shot on him, but never mind. I hit him, but it didn't penetrate, so this guy obviously has some armor. Oh, I can hit him now. Alright, doing some good damage. Almost got him. Alright, got him. That tank is down. I now have a kill, so that'll give me a pretty good bit of XP now for helping out. It looks like we are about to have a victory, so we're doing pretty good so far. Just can't screw up any. Let's see if I can try to get this BT2. It's a super light tank. He's pretty far away. The BT2 tanks are light tanks and they are quick. Them things can go really fast. Luckily I have a fully upgraded PC-38T, so I have a good engine and everything. It's not a stock tank. Let's move in here. Looks like he'll be dead before I can get to him. Oh wait, I'm at him. Ah, missed him. Come on, come on, come on. Got him. Probably a kill still there, but hey. He still got XP for at least doing damage. It's not based on kills, it's how much you actually help and get damages. But kills do give you extra XP. So I have a victory with 640 XP, which is pretty great. Really, I have 320 XP. I was 5th in place at experience, so I done pretty decent. And this is my first match of the day, so I have multiplied XP for the first victory each day. So, good XP. Now, I am getting very close to being able to unlock this. Now, I have free experience, but I want to save that until I unlock that, so I'm not going to use it yet. And another great feature that I forgot to mention is that when you play a battle and you die, you can just leave that battle and you'll still get the XP after it's over. You don't have to wait while in that. So while it's in battle, it'll show an in-battle marker over here, so you can't play that tank until the battle's over. But the battle can take like 5 minutes after you're dead, so you're like, I'll just play another match, so you can go over to the BT2 and battle while that one's in battle. So you don't have to completely wait until the battle's over. So the game is overall pretty great, has a few problems, but overall it's definitely an amazing game. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you check out the game and check out my other videos. See ya.